Hello friends, today we are going to talk about region of Israel and Palestine. The region today is mostly covered by Israel and there are two separate regions which are West Bank and Gaza which are part of Palestine, and Israel is a state which is majorly populated by Jewish people, and the region what we call Palestine is mostly populated by Arab Muslims. There are few Christians too in Jerusalem and Bethlehem region, but they are very insignificant. So the region in red is one is West Bank, the bigger region, and the smaller region is Gaza Strip, which is in the western part of Israel. And the region in light blue color is the state of Israel. But in the past, this region was very diverse. When we go 500 BC, this region was populated by many tribes, of which they have many kingdom like the kingdom of Israel, kingdom of Judah, and various other smaller kingdom, which were part of ancient Israel, and they were mostly practicing Judaism or the religion which is followed by Jewish people. So this reason was very significant reason in past, and for the Jews it was their historical legacy. But there have been many attacks on this region, like the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire, and many other uh, attacks. But they somehow survived despite all odds. And when Islam began in 700 AD, the Arab Muslim, which were mostly from the Arabia, southern part of southern region below the Israel, they began to populate the region of Israel. So there have been some clashes and conflict, but not that much. And many Jews also began to migrate to the Europe because there have been clashes in the region. And for other economic and social opportunities, there have been very significant Christian population in the region, like as we have mentioned in Bethlehem and Jerusalem, because as we know, Jesus Christ was born in the region of Israel. The name Palestine was given to the region by the Roman. The Roman gave the name Palestine to the region. And in red we see the Arab Muslim, which are dominating the region since the beginning of Islam in 700 AD. So the region became the majority Arab Muslim, and there have been significant Jewish minority in the region. They have not completely abandoned the region of Palestine, Israel, but the Arab Muslim were the major population in the region, with some Christian. But in World War, after the World War, Britain promised Jews that they will establish a Jewish state for them if they support Britain. So after the World War, Britain got the Transjordan region, and for the Jews, Jerusalem was very important city. For the Muslim, Jerusalem was important. So the Transjordan, which was established after the World War One by the British under the British mandate, was major reason of Arab Muslim and Jews both. In the black outline, we see the Transjordan region, which has been established after the World War One. This is the Transjordan region. So this was the region which include Jordan, Israel, and Palestine. So Britain established this region. After that, UN partitioned the region between the Arab Muslim and the Jews. The Arab got Jordan, Jordan as separate state, as well as Palestine region, and Jews got the Israel, because Jews began to migrate after World War II because of Hitler in the region, and they established many separate colonies and towns in the region, so that there have been many conflict between Jews and Arab Muslims because of this, because they were coming from Europe, and the Arab Muslims in the region saw them as outsider or settler. They saw this as colonial project of Britain. So UN established two states in the region. that is state of Palestine and state of Israel for Jews and for Muslims. But in black we see Jews accepted the UN mandate and they established their Jewish state, the state of Israel. But Palestinian, that is Arab Muslims, refused to establish and follow the UN because they thought it as a colonial project by the Britain and they thought they are capturing their territory. So they did not accept the UN mandate of two-state solution. That's why there began various conflict between the two, that is Arab Muslim and Jews. And then after the 1948 war, the Israel captured many parts of Palestine and the northern portion of Palestine, which has been mandated by United Nations, as well as the Jordan captured West Bank, as here we can see, and in the south, Egypt captured the Gaza Strip, but they could not establish any state. This was their autonomous part, like West Bank for Jordan and Gaza Strip for Egypt, but they did not establish any Palestinian state for them. This was not a state, this was only a captured territory for them, and Israel was a separate state for the Jews. But in 1967, Israel defeated both Jordan and Egypt and captured Gaza as well as West Bank. Israel also captured Sinai Peninsula but left it after treaty with Egypt. And after Oslo occurred in 1973, Israel did left the Gaza Strip and West Bank for the Palestinian. But Palestinian did not accept the demand of separate two-state solution. They thought the whole Israel is theirs and they did not want to divide the territory. They wanted all of the Israel, and that's why they could not establish any separate state like the state of Israel. Israel in meanwhile time also captured Golan Heights of the Syria in the northern region, as we can see in the map, and they began to establish some housing projects in Gaza as well as in West Bank, but they left the houses in Gaza after Hamas, but they keep their houses in West Bank part. So this is the 2024 map where we can see Gaza, West Bank as well as Israel. This is the current map. It keeps changing, so for the new update please subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching up until now. Bye.